everybody, welcome back. It's Christy and welcome to Moonrain Chats with Christy. Today's gonna be a fun one because I'm gonna get a chance to show you the broad range of all the projects that I get to do. So grab a cup of coffee and hopefully you have one as special as mine. Join me, and if you like tea, you're welcome to have tea as well. So grab a cup, sit down, and let's chat. Okay, so I'm not going to waste any time today. I want to jump into this one because this one's really fun. So today we're going to talk about two different houses. And today's episode is going to be more about a teaser for you. I'm going to show you a little bit of these things. I'm not going to go into the whole story with each one. I'm going to show you snippets of the different houses as they are finished. But I want you to really pay attention because as we go along, I'm going to break both of these houses down into separate episodes later. And I really want your feedback to see what styles you like better, what you enjoy, or what you want to know, because I want to know what you like out there. And so these were both so fun for me because the original one I will call Holly's Kitchen. It's a tranquil transitional style, if that makes sense. So her house started as an early 2000s Texas Tuscan. So for anybody that's not from this area or hill country area, it is a darker feel. It's supposed to be like a Tuscan kind of feel, but it's really kind of far away from it. I know places in Arizona have a little more realistic Tuscan kind of feel. But this is sort of Texas's version of a Tuscan style home. So it was dark, it had dark cabinets. Well, Holly and her husband, new professional family, young kids, moved to Waco. They buy this house and she liked the house. She loves the house, but the kitchen never made her happy. And so fast forward, all of her kids now are out of college. I think maybe she has one still in, but so that tells you that's a really long time. And so she called Christy, and guess what I got to do? I got to do an absolutely amazing kitchen remodel. Well, let me tell you, this house, everything was blocked off. And of course, the trend right now is to open up spaces. So the trend is to open the kitchens and the dens together and things like that. Well, in this house, it really needed it. So it was a struggle, but with the help of an engineer, we figured out how to take the wall out between the living room and the kitchen. And so as I show you images and videos of this, I just want you to take note of the way this kitchen feels. So one of my favorite things about it is I don't always do much white, but when you're going through this kitchen, it is Swiss coffee by Benjamin Moore everywhere. And if you have to ask me what my favorite color white is, it's got to be Benjamin Moore Swiss coffee. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And I will show you some of the inspiration photos that we have. We started with a look and then the whole kitchen kind of came around it. But lots of glass, lots of Swiss coffee white. We had to rip everything out because there was an island in the middle of this kitchen, you guys, that would scare you. It looked like some kind of boat or yacht that was out of a scary movie. And the kitchen's an odd angle. So we did a lot of repurposing. We shifted things around. But I want you to look at the coffee room that we built for them. Really pretty. It used to be an office, and the office was not very functional. So now they have, and I think it's really her husband's coffee bar is what it is. We opened up the pantry. She now has this beautiful pantry space. But a lot of it is this pristine Swiss coffee with gold accents. And look at these appliances. So I've been a fan of the GE Cafe series for a really long time. And so both of the houses I'm going to show you, we used the same series. And it's amazing to me how both houses look so good with the same series. Wait till you see the other one too. But Holly's Tranquil Kitchen really gave her that peaceful feeling that she wanted. Holly is very get her done. She's operator of her whole house, but she's a stay-at-home mom and she likes things in order. And so for someone with a personality like Holly, so that's what I'm talking about. When I work with somebody, their personality makes a big difference to me. Holly loves her antiques. She loves things that she's collected from her down over the families, and her mother loved to estate sale together. So there were some really neat things that we incorporated, especially all the blue and white china. And as we get into the interview in another episode, and I think I'm going to call that episode Holly's Kitchen, I want to let her tell you the story of who used to own one of her favorite pieces in the entry hall. And I'll give you a clue. It's a celebrity and it was a singer. So anyway, we're going to get to that in another time. But Holly's Tranquil Kitchen, a lot of glass. And if you'll notice, when we reconfigured the cabinets, we made sure we put in some really good storage space. We put the microwave behind a cabinet. We had to move the refrigerator. And as we go into the next episode again, I will show you the before and afters. I'm not going to do that this time, but I think you're going to be amazed when you do see them. So you have to stay tuned for that. All of this creamy white took this heavy, foreboding room, opened it up. We put backlighting in the glass cabinets in the divisions. And y'all, the best comment I've ever gotten, well, not ever, but it was the best comment that I'm remembering at the moment that I've ever gotten, was a text I got one morning. And she said, Christi, I just walked into my kitchen and I can't believe it's mine. And I'm like, okay, that's a win in anybody's book. That should be the goal of any designer or any person as they're working on their next project. When you look at the heart of a person and you look at what makes them happy, it makes all the difference in the world. Now, I won't tell you that it's all white everywhere. So we redid some stuff in her dining room, and I'll show you that when we get to the other episode as well. She loves green and rich cobalt blue, so we were able to incorporate pops of color. So don't forget, all you guys out there that love your solid white rooms, bring in some pops of color. That's a great way to add personality. And don't be afraid to go Pinterest diving and find inspirational pictures. Okay, so here's a tip. If you're doing Pinterest and you save all of these pictures in your boards, make sure you put notes under each picture for yourself so you can remember what it is you love about the image. Because there's going to be an image that may not be anything that you like, but there's something in the corner, or maybe it's a wall finish, or maybe it's a color, or maybe it's just that pillow. But always remind yourself, and I think you'll find as you go that you're more consistent than you think you are. And remember, design is harder to do for yourself than it is for other people. So don't be afraid to spend a little money and hire somebody to give you a consultation. Okay, so Holly's Tranquil Transitional Kitchen, beautiful, happy, creamy, touch of gold. Now let's shift to Kim. Well, Kim is a whole different personality, and I cannot wait for you to meet Kim. Kim's episode is going to be called Kim's Colorful House or Colorful Retreat. I haven't decided yet. Kim is a character. So this house, Kim and her husband bought when they first got married, and it's one of those patio homes where it's a good-sized house, but it doesn't have a whole lot of yard. And so she came in when she and her husband got married, and this was their first home. Then life happened and went on. They ended up selling it and building and rebuilding. I think they're on their third or fourth home since they lived there. So Kim's retreat now is this house that she and her husband had bought when they first got married. It came back on the market, and she and her husband bought the house again. So it's basically they have this house. We had done a ranch for them, and the ranch is about 45 miles out of town. So I know she has grandkids and she helps with things. So having a place in town really helps with life and helping her daughter with the kids and staying there every once in a while. And she's also helped friends that needed a place to stay with this. Anyway, that's Kim's heart. Kim is a character. Like, there's no telling what's going to come out of her mouth. She's hysterical. She's unfiltered. and she loves color. So here I've got demure, proper Holly, and then I've got Kim. So it's a really cool dynamic, and it's been fun. So this house, in the master bedroom, she let me paint the craziest floral mural on the bed behind her wall. Now, again, I did all the walls in this house Swiss Coffee White by Benjamin Moore. So I did do some more white, but boy howdy, let me tell you, we added some color. So we did the wall behind her bed, and then we did crazy moonrain bedding on the bed. And then as we go into the bathroom, her bathroom is just full of wallpaper and color that all flows with what we did on the bedding. And then we did pops of furniture where we painted. And don't be afraid to take things that you have in your home that may be an ugly brown or something you don't love anymore. And if you're like me, you have friends like my friend Mandy that can paint anything and make it look like $1 million. So surely there's somebody in your area, or you have the skills to do it. So we did that with several of the pieces in her house. Then you walk out in the kitchen. So let me tell you what we did. This house, 1980s, I believe, is when it was built. It had all the burgundy and navy Waverly matching wallpaper all over the house. The stripes, the flowers, everything, all the same colors. It was so claustrophobic. And so with Kim's contractor, we went in and ripped out all the walls between the kitchen and the family room. And this was not an easy task. These guys had to really get creative in how they did this. And we've opened up her kitchen and built her this long, almost a galley style kitchen. It has all this great built-in stuff along the wall. And then in the middle, we've got her islands. And then she had this really cool thing she wanted to do with the banquette behind her island with her dining table. And then at the end, she let me move a patio door around the corner so that I could make her a coffee bar at the end of the kitchen. So the rich colors, that deep, deep peacock teal on the cabinets with the Swiss coffee walls and then the gold accents, absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, she let me go crazy with the fabrics in this place. There's a lot of faux finishes on the walls. We did texture and paint. The guest bathroom is one of my favorites I've ever done. So those things right there make me happy. When I can do, again, it's personality. And when you get to meet Kim, you'll understand, unless she gets shy, you never know. But when you get to meet Kim, you'll understand that is what it's all about to me. So I hope this inspires you to see things differently and to understand. One of my pet peeves is the way the world works now. Everybody wants to look a certain way. They want a style. And I'll give you the perfect example. So, and my friend would not mind if I said this. My very best friend, we've been simpatico about how we love design, and she likes a little more Southwest. I like a little more High Ranch. We've always been on the same page. Well, when all the white farmhouse stuff came about, she started shifting that direction. She went all white. She did the signs, the farmhouse signs, all the things, and she was never happy in her house. And so we've gone back in and we've done a blend, a transitional blend, and added really rich pops of color with a little Southwest edge. And we've just kind of tweaked this farmhouse look and made it more her. So there's ways to do it. Just be true to yourself. Okay, now you guys have seen two very diverse projects. Really fun for me. I want to know though, what do you want to see? What inspires you? What kind of projects can I show or talk about here? Let me hear from you. And I need you to do this for me, okay? Really follow me here, okay? I need you to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the things, and get the word out, because the more people we have in here, the more fun the chats are going to be. If you want to contact me, maybe you want to hire me for design work, hint, hint, go down to my description and there's other ways that you can contact me. Okay? Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Let me hear from you. See you next time.